right. This Genesis 25 starts with, we're going to start at, is talking about when Abraham, the patriarch, when he passes on. He, in this chapter, will pass on. Sarah, she died in 24. I'm sorry, 23, chapter 23. And it said that she was, she lived 127 years and she died.
Wow.
And then, so some years later, we're going to find out about Abraham. Now, in chapter 25, it says, Abraham, he again took a wife. The first wife was Sarah. And then, even though he did have a child by Hagar, in that way, I don't know if they considered it a marriage or not, but we're going to say, here it says that he took another wife. And her name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. And Jokshan begot Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Dedan were Ashurim, Letushim, and Lumim. And the sons of Midian were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac. Okay? But Abraham gave gifts to the sons of the concubines which Abraham had. And while he was still living, he sent them eastward away from Isaac, his son, to the country of the east. So he gave everything he had, all of his possessions, he gave them to Isaac. That's what verse 5 says. Yet, but in verse 6, he said he gave gifts to his other children, his other sons of the concubines, which Abraham had. So, all the concubines he had, so Hagar was in that. She got a gift from him. And then while he was still living, he sent them to the east, away from Isaac, his son, to the country of the east. So that there would be no problems while he was, when he died, he said, y'all got to go to the east. Because we done seen how some funerals take place.
Yeah.
And some of it ain't pretty. The daddy or whoever's in the house passes and they know he got some money or he got some stuff, they come in, they cut up. So he said, so while he was living, he said, y'all go ahead and go that direction over there. And so when he was able to do that, then they were free from bothering with Isaac. So that Isaac would have no issues and they wouldn't have no issue with him either. So verse 7 said, this is the sum of the years of Abraham's life which he lived, which were 175 years. 175 years old. So he lived a long, prosperous life.
Yeah.
Abraham breathed his last, died in a good old age, an old man, full of years, gathered to his people. You see how they put the emphasis on that? He lived, he breathed his last, he died in a good old age.
Good old age.
Then he said he was an old man, full of years. To us, full of years mean if somebody make it to 80 or 90 years old, you have done well.
You have done
To us in this day and time, you have lived a long life, you're old, and you have full of years.
Yes.
And then it's God's blessing if you make it to 100 and past that.
Right.
Me and my daughter having a conversation, and we got on the subject of Abraham, and she said, didn't he live like 100 and something? I said, yeah, it was 175 years. And so different ones lived a long time. And because the scripture came up, which was Genesis chapter 6 and verse 3. The Lord said, my spirit shall not strive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. That means that's all man gonna live, 120 years old. he would not go past 120 years old. So we got on the conversation and she talked about it. So she said, but Abraham, he lived after God said that. Yeah, he did. So what did God do? What he want to do? I said, yes, he does. Abraham, he lived 175. Jacob lived 110. And Isaac, he even lived a while after that too. But then after so long, it started getting to where he said 120. We're living past 120 years anymore. But that's the cutoff age. So if you hear it, if we as we listen around today, we don't hear too many people living to 120.
Right.
If we do, that's what they're getting to, 120. But that going past 120, you're not gonna hardly hear that because of what God said. But yet He can.
He can
Do what He want to do. So he lived a good age.
limitation.
His son Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar the Hittite. The field which Abraham purchased from the sons of Heth, there Abraham was buried, and Sarah his wife. So he purchased the field some time ago. He buried Sarah there, and so Ishmael and Isaac came and buried him in that same field, or same cave. And so it came to pass, after the death of Abraham, that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt at Beer Lahoroi. And this is the genealogy of Ishmael. All right, this is how we're going to learn the life or the genealogy of who Ishmael is. So he was Abraham's son, who Hagar was the mother, Egyptian lady. Hagar was his mother. Sarah's maidservant, who she bore to Abraham. These were the names of the sons of Ishmael, by their names according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael was Nebajoth, then Kedar, then Adbeel, and then Mibsam. Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadar, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. These were the sons of Ishmael, and these were their names. By their towns and their settlements, 12 princes, according to their nations. These were the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And he breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people. They dwelt from Havilah as far as Shur, which is east of Egypt, as you go toward Assyria. And he died in the presence of all his brothers. They dwelt from Havilah, where we saw that word before. Y'all remember Havilah? Y'all don't remember seeing that word before? Y'all do not. Let's go back to Genesis. Let me see if I'm correct. It's somewhere when he made when the waters went out. So, let's see. Took one of us, initial conflict, cursed the ground. I thought it was right here, I had it. Well, it's in here. I'm reading too fast. Don't you just hate when you do that?
Yeah.
You know what you're looking for.
Exactly.
And you can't find it because you're reading too fast.
Yes.
All right. It says, now a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became 4 river heads. The name of the first is Bashan. It is the one who encompasses the whole land of Havilah. So in other words, that first river that came out from Eden, the name of it is called Bashan. It is the one which encompasses the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. So going back over here to Ishmael, he dwelt from Havilah. He dwelt in the land that housed or was where gold was. That's where Ishmael lived, in that area over there. Just wanted to see if y'all knew the word Havilah, if y'all paid attention to it. In other words, whenever you read it, the Bible, if you keep it in mind, some things, when you go back and read it again, you be like, oh yeah, I read that before. So you can do your references and go back and look at it again if you can keep your mind on certain words that may strike you. If not, it's okay too.
So was
but it
that?
Helps.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Was that land that Ishmael lived? Is that Israel today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's over in Israel, yes.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So this is the genealogy of Isaac, Abraham's son. Now they both are his sons, but one is the promised seed. Abraham begat Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah as a wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. Now Isaac pleaded with the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord granted his plea, and Rebekah, his wife, she conceived. He prayed and he prayed because he wanted a child. And then God did answer his prayer. So the children struggled together within her. And she said, if all is well, why am I this way? Because see, to her, she's never heard of twins. Wow. Nobody have ever heard of twins until this moment. So she said, if everything's going good, what's the problem in him? Mm-hmm. That's what she wanted to know. Why am I this way? So she went to inquire of the Lord. She had to talk to God. She had to talk to God about
what's going on in here,
because she ain't never had this before, because she never been pregnant before, and no other woman probably have ever had no struggles like this. Right. So she said, I got to talk to the one that knows about it. Yeah. So she said she went to inquire of the Lord. The Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb. 2 people shall be separated from your body. One people shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger. Every person born is potential to start off into a whole new nation back then. They was all potential to start off a whole new nation. So Isaac, you have the Israelites and all of them, and which will be brother, because his son Jacob is going to be his name will be changed to Israel, and then Esau, which will be the Edomites. So that's a whole other nation as well. So he said 2 nations are going to be inside of you. They are in you. 2 people shall be separated from your body. You're going to pull one out, and the second one right behind. You know how it goes. One people shall be stronger than the other one. And the older one, he's going to serve the younger one. So when her days were fulfilled for her to give birth, indeed there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red. He was like a hairy garment all over. So they called his name Esau, which means hairy. Yeah. Afterward, his brother came out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. So his name was called Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. So the boys grew. Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, but Jacob was a mild man, dwelling in tents. One of them was pretty good in the woods when he come to hunting, and the other one he liked to stay around the house. And so he was a mild man. He didn't like all that going out there hunting and carrying on. And that's that's okay, because some men don't like all that hunting.
That's right.
They some men went into that kind of
era.
That didn't make them less of a man. It just made them. I don't like.
That's right.
Because some men they'd rather not work on cars.
That's right.
And but other men that's what I do. So it's the nature of the person. So the boys grew, and one was in the tent, the other one was in the field. Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Isaac. That right there showed that separation in the house. That shows they each had their child. That's favoritism.
She loved Jacob.
And we should not have favoritism in the house, correct?
That's right.
But we have parents that's just like that.
That's right.
They like one child more than the other one, all because they the child does more like what they ask for. And the other one, I don't like doing all that, so I'd rather not. Because Isaac liked, he enjoyed Esau because of the food he would go out and get. He'd come back, he knew how to cook it. Isaac liked it. He didn't too much like the way Jacob was, because he liked to hang around Mama's skirt tail. As they used to say back in the day. He hung around the house a lot, so he didn't. Isaac wasn't with that, but Rebecca, she loved him because he was there. That was her baby. But now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. Esau said to Jacob, "Please feed me with that same red stew, for I am weary." Therefore his name was called Edom, meaning red. But Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright as of this day." So his name was Esau. So either they changed the name to Edom, or they nicknamed him Edom. But either way, he means red. I'm going to go with a nickname. But the nickname stuck because a lot of them became Edomites. And one of the main ones that we know of is the Edomite, which y'all might not don't know who it is in the New Testament. He came from this line. Who was the man that tried to kill Jesus before he was born? Herod. He was an Edomite. He was of the line of Esau. He came from that line. So, the name stuck as far as Edom being Edomites, instead of sticking with the name Esau for the rest of his life. Even though we do know him as Esau, he was an Edomite. But Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright as of this day." Esau said, "Look, I'm about to die. What profit shall this birthright be to me?" It didn't matter to him about some food at that moment. He said, "I'm not about a birthright. I'm about to die. Give me something to eat, man. We ain't worried about that." Because that was, even though it was very important to him, that was the least on his mind at the moment. So Jacob said, "Swear to me as of this day." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and stew of lentils. And then he ate and drank, got up, went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. He cared less for it. You know, you ever have something that's real valuable, but you really just write it off. You don't really. I mean, it's mine. I know it's mine. I ain't worried about it. So I ain't worried about nobody trying to take it from me either, because it's already mine. You really don't put it in high regard of what it is.
Yeah.
So that's how he felt, and that's how he dealt with about his birthright. He could care less about it.
And why would Jacob bring that up at that moment?
Because he wanted the birthright.
All along, right?
Yeah. Birthright matters a lot back in that time.
Yes, it did.
Because if you first born, that means the blessing, all the blessing that the daddy had, he gonna bestow that on you.
Right.
And if you hold everything correctly, then you'll get all the daddy's blessings. But if you show yourself like Esau did, then you won't get what should have got. You won't get the blessing that he was bestowed upon you, that should have been bestowed upon you, because you wrote it off. You counted it pretty much as nothing. And so that's why he brought to him at the moment he did, saying, "Give me your birthright." Man, give me some food. Just give me the food you got. I ain't worried about no birthright. Just you can have it.
Exactly.
Just give me something to eat before I been around and die. And that's how he saw that. And so he let it go. But Jacob, he didn't forget about it. So there was a famine in the land, for chapter 26. There was a famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, in Gerar. Then the Lord appeared to him and said, "Do not go down to Egypt. Dwell in the land of which I shall tell you. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with you and bless you, for to you and your descendants I give you I give all these lands, and I will perform the oath which I swore to Abraham your father. The same oath that he said he gave Abraham, he told Isaac, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna do you the same way. Now I want y'all to see this is almost this is a repeat, really, of what Abraham went through. Isaac is doing pretty much the exact same thing. Like father, like son. That's how this pretty much goes. Because everything just about going to happen the same. He said, I will make your, verse 4, he said, I will make your descendants multiply as the stars of heaven. I will give to your descendants all these lands, and in your seed all the nations of the earth shall be blessed. This is the same covenant he gave Abraham. Because Abraham obeyed my voice, kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. That's what he's going to do. That's the covenant. He's gonna have so many descendants, you will not be able to count them, because he says it's going to be like the stars of heaven. You look up in the sky, you can't count them. It's going to be just that many people. I'm going to give your descendants of all these lands, so all where they are. In your seed, all the nations of the earth shall be blessed.
My Lord.
Everybody connected to Abraham going to be blessed. That's why I told y'all once about Lot, because he was connected to Abraham, he was able to get out of Sodom and Gomorrah before God destroyed it.
Yes.
He was connected to Abraham. So he dwelt in Gerar, and the men of the place asked him about his wife. He said, she is my sister. Y'all remember hearing that before? It's a repeat. For he was afraid to say, she is my wife, because he thought, lest the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she is beautiful to behold. Same thing they said about Sarah.
Yeah.
Now it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked through a window, saw, and there was Isaac, showing endearment. He was caressing her, to Rebekah, his wife. Probably was sitting there rubbing her hair or shoulders or something. And either way, there the king over there, he looked through the window and he saw what was going on. And he said, I got to call that fellow over him. Because you don't do your sister like that.
No.
Not no, yeah, you don't do that. So verse 9 says, Abimelech called Isaac and said, quite obviously, this is reading out the New King James Version, she is your wife. So how could you say she is my sister? And Isaac said to him, because I said, lest I die on account of her. And Abimelech said, what is this you have done to us? One of the people might soon have lain with your wife, and you would have brought guilt on us because of what he said. Would it seem like it'd been better if he had went on and said it was his wife?
Yeah.
Because if he said it was his wife, somebody probably would have killed him, just like he said. But if he said just what he said, it was my sister, then somebody still could have took her because she wasn't married.
Right.
That's how you look at it. She's single, that's his sister. She ain't married. She a wife, well, I want her more than he do. So kill him off. Either way, he could have lost her.
Yes.
So Abimelech charged all his people, saying, he who touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. The only difference we didn't see here between him and Abraham was God came to Abimelech back then in a dream. He didn't do that with Isaac. He happened to look through the window and saw this. All right. So Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year a hundredfold, and the Lord blessed him. The man began to prosper and continued prospering until he became very prosperous. Y'all see that word? How many times they said that he began to
3
prosper?
times.
And continued prospering until he became very prosperous. He started and he continued until he was well off. That man was doing well under the land where he was in Abimelech's land. So somewhere along the way, we're going to see some jealousy coming in right here. For he had possessions of flocks and possessions of herds and a great number of servants, so the Philistines envied him. There it is right there. He done been there a long time, and he done amassed all of this stuff. And since he amassed all of what he had, the herd got bigger, the flock got bigger. He got more servants and all these people that came in to him. And the Philistine looked over there and said, now he just came in visiting. Now he's staying.
Yeah.
And since he's staying, he got more than we. We live here. And then somehow you come in from another place and you can become well off than the people that were already there. They didn't like that. And so they got jealous about it. And they pretty much said he gonna have to go. So the Philistine, verse 15, had stopped up all the wells, which his father's servant had dug in the days of Abraham, his father, and they had filled them with dirt. They threw dirt down in the well to stop up the well so can't nobody get no water.
Wicked.
That's just, I'm telling you. That's just bad. And Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you are much mightier than we." Then Isaac departed from there and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there.
Yeah.
All right. Isaac dug again the wells of water which they had dug in the days of Abraham, his father, for the Philistine had stopped them up after the death of Abraham. He called them by the name by which his father had called them. So he went the way his daddy was at one time. He dug the exact same spot, same well, opened them back up. Now he had water again for his flock. All right? And then he called him the same name his daddy called him. Also, Isaac's servant dug in the valley, found a well of running water there. But the herdsmen of Gerar quarreled with Isaac's herdmen. So his men, they men fighting, saying the water is ours. So he called the name of the well Esek, because they quarreled with them. The word Esek means quarrel. So they sat there, they fighting over the water. And they fighting with each other over the water. Then they dug another well, and they quarreled with that one too. So he called his name Sitna, meaning enmity. Well, there's a division between us, enmity. And he moved from there and dug another well. And they did not quarrel over it. So he called his name Rehoboth, because he said, "For now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." Rehoboth means room.
My Lord.
So he made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. Then he went from there to Beersheba. Don't you like when God make room for you?
Yes.
You get somewhere after you done been closed up for so long, and jealous people get around you. After a while, he'll make more room for you.
Yes, he will. What
did the writer say? He said, "Enlarge my territory."
Yeah.
Enlarge your territory. That means he made more room. That was
the
his prayer.
Jabez prayer.
He made more Jabez. He made more more room. Enlarging his territory. So this is the same thing he did for Isaac. He made more room, because he called it Rehoboth. He went up from there to Beersheba. The Lord appeared to him in the same night and said, "I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will bless you and multiply your descendants for my servants Abraham's sake." He said he's going to do this for his servant, because of his servant Abraham. All right? He's going to bless Isaac.
Yes, he was.
Because of his dad. A name, it says it over in the book of Proverbs. A name carries a lot. If you mess your name up and you got a son coming up behind you, he gonna probably catch some flack somewhere.
Yes, he is.
Because daddy done messed up. His daddy done messed up, and so here this boy coming in, or daughter, whoever it is, coming up, and then next thing you know, you got people talking about them bad. Your daddy wasn't nothing, and you about like it. You ain't gonna be nothing either. You ever seen some? Well, they done had it back in the day. How mother used to do that to their children, to some of the boys, because they didn't get along, so they did that to the boys. But in the business world, the professional world, they would do that. They mess up the dad if his name was bad. Then the son would have bad business. He couldn't get up nowhere. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't get no bank loans and everything like that, because the daddy messed up the name. The name matters. Yeah. So God showed Abraham he showed Isaac rather through Abraham that he was going to do this. He said he appeared to him on that same night when he went to Beersheba. He said he told him who he was. I'm God of your father Abraham. He
My
said,
Lord.
Don't be scared of me.
My
do
Lord.
not fear. He said, for I am with you. I'm going to bless you, and I'm going to multiply your descendants. All right? He says, for my servant Abraham's sake.
Yes.
Because he had already told him the covenant he had with him. I'm going to do this because of him.
Right.
So, verse 25, Isaac, he built an altar there and called on the name of the Lord, and he pitched his tent. Now we said again here, he called on the name of the Lord. He talked to God right
Yes,
there.
he did.
So he talked. This is the moment he talked to God, and then he talked to God. Abraham talked to God back in another scripture, and we found out Genesis chapter 4 was the first time we heard the phrase, and they called on God. The name of the Lord. It carried. So letting you know that you can talk to God.
Yes, Lord.
You can pray to him.
Yes,
talk
Lord.
with him.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Even though God already appeared to him, he says he talked to God.
My Lord.
So we can't be afraid to talk to him, because many times when we feel like we can't talk to nobody else, we can talk to him.
Yes,
we know that.
Yes, we can.
We know it. But in case somebody forgot it, any time of the day.
My Lord.
It doesn't matter what time of the day it is, midnight, because some people don't sleep too good.
My Lord. My Lord.
Wake up early in the morning, you can talk to him. Throughout the day, you can talk to him. And you don't have to bend your knee every time you talk to him either.
My Lord.
All the forms of the way you can pray. You can pray standing up.
Yeah.
You can pray sitting down. You can pray bowing down. You can pray prostrate.
Yeah.
You can pray and never move your mouth.
My Lord.
And he heard everything
you say. My
I
Lord.
like that.
Yeah.
He gave us a mindset that we can pray from our heart within and talk to him, and he hear everything we say.
Yeah.
He'll never move the lip.
My Lord.
That's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So he built an altar there and called on the name of the Lord. He pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servants dug a well. That's another well that they dug.
Mm-hmm.
Then Abimelech came to him from Gerar with Ahuzah, one of his friends, and Phicol, the commander of his army.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac said to them, "Why have you come to me, since you hate me and have sent me away from you?" But they said, "We have certainly seen that the Lord is with you."
My Lord.
I like that. He said, "We see that the Lord is with you."
They tried to take him down.
That's so he had to go.
Yeah.
So we said, "Let there now be an oath between us, between you and us, and let us make a covenant with you."
Yeah.
Let me tell you what that is right there. Whenever you see God doing something in somebody's life, you want to get next to him. Because you see what God is doing, and if you get close enough to him, it might rub off on you.
My Lord. My Lord.
And then you'll be able to get some of what they have.
My Lord.
If you get some of what they have, okay, you probably learn how they pray. Okay, I got some of that. All right, then you learn how they talk to God. Okay, I got some of that. And if you see how faithful they are to God, then you become faithful like they are to God that they serve. And just like some of the servants that served under these men, they saw the God of my master Abraham.
Yeah.
And so then you were able to get something because of you. So you're close to the one who's close to God.
Yes.
And that's what these men here are doing. You
My
get
Lord.
all these things that's because they are following God.
My Lord.
Then I just want to get next to them. You ever seen some of them people that who want to be the preacher's armor bearer?
Yeah.
If I can just get close to the man of God.
Yes.
That's kind of what that is. If you get close to the man of God, then you're okay with that.
My Lord.
Then you, in a sense, are close to God until you learn how to do it yourself. They said that back in the day, when some of the preachers, some of the young men, they would come up, they said, "I can just carry the preacher's grip, his suitcase, his briefcase, brother." That's all they need.
My Lord.
But it says, "We have certainly seen that the Lord is with you." So we said, "Let there now be an oath between us, between you and us, and let us make a covenant with you." So they want to make a covenant between Isaac and him, Abimelech, and all the ones around him.
Yes,
She said that you will do us no harm.
No harm.
So they didn't want Isaac doing no harm to them. Since we have not touched you, and since we have done nothing to you but good, and have sent you away in peace, you are now the blessed of the Lord. So they saying, because we sent you away, we ain't touched you, we ain't did you no harm. All we did was send you away. Now you blessed. I think that he would have been blessed if he had stayed where he was. Matter of fact, he was already blessed while he was there. We saw that, right?
Right.
He had already, because it says over there again, let me read it, verse 13. He says, the man began to prosper and continued prospering until he became very prosperous.
Yeah.
He was doing that while he was among the people.
Yes, he was.
They saying here that because we sent you away, you have been blessed of the Lord. The Lord had already blessed him.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with them doing anything for him or without them. God had already done it. You can have your enemies right there in your doorstep and God still bless you.
My Lord.
They could be they could be your neighbors. They could be up the road from you. You can work right alongside them. God will bless you every time.
My Lord.
And they ain't had nothing to do with it. They might think they did. Oh, if I didn't bother you, you wouldn't have prayed like that. Well, God still would have blessed me, whether you would bother me or not. You are now the blessed of the Lord. Verse 30 says, so he made them a feast, and they ate and drank.
My Lord.
Then they arose early in the morning, swore an oath with one another, and Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace.
My Lord.
They had a feast, they gathered that morning, and they left. So, God blessed him while he was with them. They sent him away. God continued to bless him. But now they call him and say, you are now the blessed of the Lord. How they said nowadays, blessed of the Lord, highly favored and blessed of the Lord.
Highly favored.
He's saying,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Blessed and highly favored. Yes.
Yeah. So it said, verse 32, it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him about the well which they had dug, and said to him, we have found water. So he called it Sheba. Therefore, the name of the city is Beersheba to this day.
My Lord.
Now, the failure of Esau, this is what he did. When Esau was 40 years old, he took as wives Judith, the daughter of Beeri, the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon, and Elon the Hittite, and they were a grief of mind to Isaac and Rebekah.
Yeah.
So, with that part, I would like to say this. It matters who you marry.
It matters. Yes, it does.
It matters because true enough, we always tell, well, I've been told mine, and I'm pretty sure other people have done it, I don't know. I ain't got to live with y'all. We say that.
Yeah.
You marry them, and that's on you.
Yeah.
But we got to understand, they do got to come to our house.
They come.
For dinner or something like that, or just to visit. You know, they come in because they're married to the son or daughter. It matters who they marry, because if they marry somebody and the person they married, one of the children married outside the Lord, then that means if the children not strong enough,
right,
they'll pull your child away from God.
They are.
They become a grief to you because you brought your children up in church. Now, whoever they married had pulled them away from the Lord.
My Lord.
Or so when that happens, now you're praying more earnestly, Lord, bring them back. Bring her back, and then bring him with her. Right. So they can both be in church.
My Lord.
That's why you want to pray the prayer earlier and teach them ahead of time. Make sure that they know the Lord. Whoever you date, make sure they know the Lord. My Lord. Then it won't be such a hard deal when they come down to them.
So true.
Getting married and everybody coming in. Now, I'm speaking on the Christian side now.
Yes.
I'm speaking on the Christian side, because if somebody's not a Christian and somebody don't marry a Christian, that's fine. That's their belief. They don't really believe in God no way. Right. Well, they do, but they ain't no church goers. Because you have some people, they say, I'm Christian, and you don't go to church that much. Right. So that out there too. There's all these different reasons that could or could not become a grief to the parent.
That's right.
So, Esau, who he married, became a grief of the mind to Isaac and Rebekah. They had in the mind, they probably said unto him, they just did not like it. They could care less of it. Boy, I sure wish you could have married somebody else. So he said he married 2 Hittite women, Basemath and Judith, who were the daughter of Beeri, and the other one was the daughter of Elon. But yeah, like I said, it matters who you marry.
My Lord.
Chapter 27. Chapter 27 here. Let's see here. 5:45. We'll start. It came to pass when Isaac was old and his eyes were so dim that he could not see, that he called Esau his older son and said to him, My son, and he answered, Here I am, here I am. He said, Behold, now I'm old. I do not know the day of my death. Now therefore, please take your weapon, your quiver, and your bow. Go out to the field and hunt game for me, and make me savory food such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless you before I die. Mm-hmm. So he's giving Esau, Isaac is, he's giving Esau instructions. I'm getting old now. Mm-hmm. And in my elderly time frame, I need you to go out and give me some of that deer meat. Mm. And I want you to make it the way I like it. And when you make it the way I like it, would you bring it back to me so I can eat it? And before I pass on, I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna give you the blessing before I die. But in the midst of him saying this, somebody over there eavesdropping. Mm-hmm. Just like Sarah was eavesdropping when God told the man that Sarah was going to have a son. Mm-hmm. She was eavesdropping. Now Rebecca over here, she eavesdropping too. It says Rebecca was listening. That's what eavesdropping means. She was listening when Isaac spoke to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt game and to bring it. So Rebecca spoke to Jacob her son, saying, Indeed, I heard your father speak to Esau your brother, saying, Bring me some game and make savory food for me, that I may eat it and bless you in the presence of the Lord before my death. Now, I'm reading from the New King James, but I know the King James probably it says venison, I believe. Mm-hmm. All right. So venison, that's deer meat. That deer stew, that good deer meat, and from out in the field. But anyway, she says, I heard your daddy talking to your brother and told him what to do. So he said, bring me some game and some make some savory food for me, that I may eat it and bless you in the presence of the Lord before my death. So now, therefore, she said, my son, obey my voice according to what I command you. Mm-hmm. Go now to the flock and bring me from there 2 choice keys of the goats, and I will make savory food from them for your father, such as he loved. Then you shall take it to your father, that he may eat it, and that he may bless you before his death. She gonna take 2 goats and make it taste like deer meat. Mm-hmm. Now deer meat wild.
Yeah, it is.
The goat that's domesticated. Mm-hmm. She said, go out there to the flock and grab some of them. Get 2 kids, 2 kids, 2 babies, and we're gonna do this thing up, and we're gonna eat it. We're gonna prepare it for your daddy, and so he can bless you before he died. And they're gonna try to do this before Esau get back. They gonna trick him. And Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, look, Esau, my brother, is hairy, and I'm smooth. I ain't got no hair on me like Esau do. I ain't got no hair on my own. Like that. So perhaps my father will feel me, and I shall seem to be a deceiver to him, and I shall bring a curse on myself and not a blessing. But his mother said to him, let your curse be on me, my son. Only obey my voice and go get them for me. So what does his name mean? What does Jacob mean? The name Jacob. Did you see it? Okay. Okay. His name means a supplanter, or his name means deceiver. So by his name means deceiver, he doing just what his name. And if somehow somebody named you and you feel live up to that name, you kind of, your name fits you. You know, I don't know how, when somebody gives you a name at birth, they don't know how you're going to be, but somewhere in life as you grow up, you fit that name. And his name, they got him at the beginning because he grabbed his brother's foot in the beginning. All right, so tried to deceive, but Esau still came out first. But they named him Jacob, or deceiver, and he was being deceived. As we keep on going through scripture, you're gonna see he was being deceived until he was deceived. Deceived himself by his uncle. Yep.
But didn't the mother really put that on him?
She put it in there. Yep, she did. She really did cause this to be on, because he wasn't thinking of that. Right. Even though he had already got the birthright, He just didn't have the blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But God had already spoken this. Now, I do believe that God would have done it his way if they hadn't got involved.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to do it his way.
Right.
But because they got involved, they did it this way, and that caused a little rift between between Jacob and Esau. That's why Jacob took off running, and Esau said, I'm gonna get you. That's where they come in later on at. But this is where it started right here. And because apparently Esau forgot that he said, give me something before I die.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, give me your birthright. And then you can get this food. Right. Apparently that part wasn't there. All he remembers is this part right here. That when he come back, and he's going to find out his daddy already gave the blessing away. This is where the rift starts between the brothers. And it's minutes later, but this is where it starts, right? Here when he comes back. All right. So let me find me a stopping point. His mother said to him, because in verse 12, perhaps my father will feel me and seem to be a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse on myself and not a blessing. But his mother said to him, let your curse be on me, my son. Obey my voice only, and go get them for me. And he went and got them and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory food such as his father loved. Then Rebekah took the choice clothes of her elder son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them on Jacob, her younger son. So she had some of his clothes in her tent. She got them out of her house, got them out of there, and then put them on Jacob. And now he smelled like him. And she took the skin of the goat, or the kid of the goat, and she took some of the hair and put it on around his neck and his hands and all that. So now he smelled like him, he feel like him, he just don't sound like him. This is the first time right here, if y'all have never thought of it, mistaken identity.
Yes.
Or stealing somebody's identity right here. This is the first time in the Bible. If there ain't nothing new under the sun, that was what he said. There's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new.
But somebody, he stole his identity
new.
right there.
Right.
And took his blessing, his birthright. Got him smelling like Esau, feeling like Esau, but he just didn't sound like Esau. And so she gave the savory food and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. He went to his father and said, my father. He said, here I am. Who are you, my son? Jacob said to his father, I'm Esau, your firstborn. I done just as you told me. Please rise, sit and eat my game, that your soul may bless me. But Isaac said to his son, how is it that you have found it so quickly? And he said, because the Lord your God brought it to me. Boy, they got everything worked out, don't they? He said, God brought it to me. Yeah, he was right outside the door.
Telling lies.
Jacob, please come near that I may feel you, whether you are really my son Esau or not. So Jacob went near to Isaac. I bet he was shaking and breathing. So, you know, when you're scared, you don't breathe your regular breath.
You don't breathe right.
you kind of shorten your breath a little bit. You know he was scared. Because he's like, I don't want him to catch me.
Yeah.
But he came on over to him like his dad asked for him. And he said in verse 22, he felt him and he said, the voice is Jacob's voice. But the hands are the hands of Esau. And he didn't recognize him because his hands were hairy like his brother Esau's hand. Yeah. So he blessed him. He said, are you really my son Esau? Are you really my son? He said, yes, I am. He said, bring it near to me and I'm going to eat my son's game so that my soul may bless you. So he brought it near to him and he ate it, and he brought him wine and he drank it. His father Isaac said to him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and he kissed him and he smelled him. And the smell of his clothing smelled just like Esau.
My Lord.
Boy, he fooled him good. Surely the smell of my son is like the smell of the field, which the Lord had blessed. Therefore, may God give you, this is the blessing that he's putting on it right now.
Yes.
He says, therefore, may God give you of the dew of heaven, or of the fatness of the earth, and plenty of grain and wine.
My Lord.
He wants him to be full with all of this stuff. Be able to be out in the field and get all of what you have in the field. That's what the dew of heaven. And the fatness of the earth. That means all the food that you want, the vegetables and all that stuff. It's the fatness. Whatever the earth has is yours.
Yes.
He said, and then he said, let the people serve you. And nations bow down to you. He thinking he's doing this for Esau. But he put his blessing, just like God said, the older will serve the younger. See that there it is right there.
That's what he said.
He said, the people serve you, nations bow down to you.
Yes.
That means Esau's nation will bow down later to the Israelites. He said, be master over your brethren.
My Lord.
Let your mother's son bow to you. There it is.
There it is.
Your mother's son bow to you. Then he said, cursed be everyone who curses you, and blessed be those who bless you.
My Lord.
Now that right there carry you all the way over to, I believe it's Deuteronomy. He said, you bless your going out
And your coming
and your coming in. This is the start of it right there.
My Lord.
We're going to stop right there. But that's what he said. He's giving him, that's the blessing he gave.
My Lord.
People going to bow down to him. He's going to be blessed with the dew of the heaven and the fatness of the earth. And he's going to have plenty of grain and wine. I mean, all this stuff he's going to have. Because he's blessed.
Yes.
And he said, even your mother's son, let him bow down to you.
Let him bow down to you.
And so, cursed be everyone who curse you. And bless everybody that bless you. That is the blessing that was bestowed on the birthright of the firstborn. It just so happened, though, that Jacob was not the firstborn as far as how they came out. But yet he got the birthright because it was promised to him by way of God.
Yeah.
He was going to get it anyway. They did it their own way.
My Lord.
And by them doing it their way, it caused friction. The same way Jacob, Sarah and Hagar did their little thing. It caused friction.
Friction.
So you see something that happened with the mama or grandmama with Sarah and Abraham, and then here now we have Rebecca and Isaac doing it with her son. And so it causes friction in the family. But yet it pans out later that it's okay. It's good. It just, you got to get past that friction part. Because when you call friction, it's gonna light up after a while. If you don't put no oil between it, it's gonna catch fire. Yeah.
My Lord.
All righty. All right. Thank you all for being with us on tonight.
Yes, Lord.
In our Bible class, and for those who are listening. And we will see you all the next time we come together.
Yes, Lord.
Amen. Elizabeth.
Yes, Lord.
It is now time to take up our Wednesday night offering.
Amen.
And then we shall let you all be off.